Late night Sudoku. We're going to solve puzzle number 281 from the medium collection, which means I've got to input the digits that or symbols that the puzzle maker assigned to cells on the squares on the board, so that we actually have something to solve. Now there are some puzzles options out there where you can get what looks like a blank Sudoku board. Nothing, no numbers in the field at all. I don't bother with those. You're welcome to go join the collection of people that solve those. I presume it is very satisfying when you do, but for me, it's just not quite where I want to be as far as solving puzzles. All right. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm hoping today to get up north. We shall see. Otherwise, I've got to run over and get oil in my truck and a few other things done as well. We'll see. But here we go. Looks like it is a solvable puzzle, and I'm just idling along here waiting and not actually solving anything. Okay. Couple of possibilities for one there and there, and one possibilities there, and down here, couple possibilities for ones there. No solves on ones this time. Got a couple of possibilities on 8 here because I've got 2 8s given. 3 possibilities for 9s here, 2 here, all kinds of them in here. And 3 over here as well, and here. All right, that looks like it for 9s. Let's start out with some 8s as well, so let's get those on the board. Nope, that's not going to be an 8, is it? One of those 2. All right, I've got 3 possibilities over here. And looks like everything's open here for now. I got those 2 already marked. Drop down to 2s. We've got a couple on the board, so we can, one of the 2 locations we get for are 2s. It's not the location, but it's in the road. All right, so there's some possibilities filled in there now, and some over here, and wide open here for now. And that kind of applies down here too. Here we've got 6 possibilities. And over here we've got 5 possibilities. All right. Out of order, let's go with 3s. We get a couple get a 3 solve right here because of this one and this one and this one and this one. Over here we've got 4 possibilities. Here I've got 3 possibilities, and we got 3 over here as well, and 2 possibilities here. It says this one can't be. All right, and to clear that up, since none of these can be a 3, and neither can this, meaning these 2 can't, and these 2 obviously can't. They're filled. It means we can only put these or 3 in these 2 squares in this row, so it can't be down here. All right, let's go with 7s now. We've got 2 7s that I can see on the board. And so nope, 3. So there's 2 that we can possibly drop. And we're going to use all 6 of those squares as possibilities. I get 3 cells as possibilities there. 4 here. 2 here. So let's reduce these 4 to 2. Down here we've got 3 possibilities. And that's it for 7s. So let's go with 6s. And we've got at least 1 6 here. I got another one down there. Like I've got a total of 2 6s. But that means we can solve a 6 there. Meaning now one of these 3 is going to be a 6. I've got 2 possibilities for a 6 here, meaning that now one of these 3 is going to be a 6. Up here, I've got 3 possibilities. And I've got a whole mess of possibilities here for the moment. All right, now we've got 1, 2s, and 3s. So let's go with 4s and then 5. So there's 3 possible 4s here. 3 possibles here, and 4 here. Here we've got 5 possible 4s. Wrong square for that cell. And down here we've got 4. And we've got all 7 possible cells to be a 4 here. Down here we've got 3. And that's it for 4s. So now we do 5. And we got 2 possible 5s here. Not 8, 5s. Over here I've got 3 possible 5s. And here we've got 2, which means this one can't be a 5 anymore. And here we've got a 5. So clears that one. Tag that one. And we've got a standalone 6 here, a standalone 8. Let's check those 2. In the row, I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for both of them. And with the 6 vertically, I've got a 7, 9. I got no 8s in this square. All right. All 3 of these can be 8. All right, over here. In the row again, we've got those 1 through 5. We got a 7 in the square. One could be a 6. I don't see why it didn't get marked, other than the fact that I was probably marking or ignoring the square because I was going around. What over here? Nope, we got 6s here. All right. Always a good idea to check anytime you think you've got an easy solve out there where you left a cell with just a couple of blanks. All right. Now, I've got an 8, 6 in both of these squares, so this one cannot be either 8 or 6. And that makes this one into an 8, because I can't have an 8 in either of these 2 rows now, because there is already an 8. So that becomes an 8. And we can clean out these 2 and 3. All right. Got a 9, 6, 9, 6. 7, 9 makes this into a 7. This becomes a 9. And we clean up the 9s down here, and this becomes a 7. So we can clean up the 7 up here. All right. I've got a single 2 in the row, and that's because there are 2's in the other rows in the same in the row of squares. So that becomes a 2 there. That turns this into a 4. This becomes a 2, and this becomes a 7. So we can clean out the 4 here. Now I've got 8, 6 pair, 4, 1 pair. So not a 4 here. 9, 6, 9, 8, 9, 6, 8, 6. Clean out these 4's over here. The 2. These 2's. Anything else? Oh, I guess we have a 7 here to clear out. And here and here as well. Let's see. Oh, we got a 2 we don't need anymore here. All right. Nine, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 2, 9, 2. All right. 2, 9, 4, 4, 2. That means that this is going to be an 8, and this is 3. This can't be an 8. This can't be an 8. So it had to be an on here, and this couldn't be an 8 either. So, or this one. So 8, 3. Okay. 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2. So this becomes a 1, and this becomes a 3. So not a 3 here. Not a 1 here. That's 3's up here. That becomes a 6 now. So this would be a 7. So not a 7, not a 7, not a 6. So we've got a 4, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3 combination now in that row. That cleans up a 3 there, 6 here. Okay, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. 8, 6, 8, 6. 9, 6, 9, 6, 9, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 2. 1, 6, 9, 6, 9, 1, 3, 5, 9, 5, 3. Not useful there. I think we're getting to the point I'm going to have to do my punt process. Well, I've got a 4, 1 pair here in 2 ways. So let's grab a 1 there, 4 here, 4 here. That gives us a 1, 2 there. This becomes a 2, so this now becomes a 1 and 2 down here. This becomes our 4, 7, 6, 7, 6. This becomes a 9, a 1 here, 2 here, 6 and 4. Not a 7, 6, 7, 6 pair yet, but this now is a 9 and a 6 here. This into an 8, 6 here, 8 here, 4, 6, 9, 7, 6, and that breaks things. So we go back to here with that 1, and we're going to turn that into a 4 and run through this again and see if we get better. 4, 1, 1, 4, 2 pair now. Not a 1 here. 9, 2. That's the only 9 I've got in the row. And that was the case even before. So let's back out and work from there. Because that didn't change anything over here. It does change this one a little bit. That becomes a 1, 2 and a 1, 2 down here. Nothing else colliding there. 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2. That means this can neither be 4 nor 2. This cannot be a 4. So I've got a 7, 6, 7, 6, 4, 2, 4, 2 in the square again. All right. 1, 6, 9, 6, 9, 5, 9, 0, 5, 3, 9, 1, 3. Okay. 8, 2, 9, 2. No. I was hoping that was going to give me something I could work. 4, 5, 4, 3, 5, 3. All right. Let's go with the 3 here. 4, 5. Not a 5 there. Not a 3 here. That makes this into a 3. With 4 to clear up there. Make this into a 4. 9, 6, 9, 6 now. 9, 6, 9, 6 here as well. So this becomes an 8. I've got a 7, 6, 9, 6, 7, 9 in the column. Another 7. It is no longer possibly a 4, so that becomes a 2. This becomes a 9. 7 and 2 here. 8 here. So this becomes a 4. A 6 here and a 7. This becomes a 6, a 9 here. 6 and 8 here. 9, 6 here. 2, 1, 9, 5 up here. Oh, we got breakage. So let's go back to, I believe that 3. Yep, 3. Change this 3 into a 5. See if that gives us a better result. 9. So now I've got a 1, 3, 2, 1, 2. Now 2, 1, 3 now. 8, 9 here. 7, 5, 2 here. 6 here. Turns this into a 4, an 8 here, and a 9. 8 and 6 here. 9 and 6 here. 1 down here. 2, not 3, 2. 4 and 6. This becomes a 2. I passed over this 4 here. This becomes a 1 and a 2. 1 and a 4. A 4, a 7, a 6 to solve. All right, that took us, you hanging out with me, 16 minutes, 44 seconds, which is not something I consider a bad time for a medium puzzle. I want to say thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you had a good time. If you get a chance to, are following us after I stream it, I hope that it's helpful for others to find where maybe they had problems. And if you've got suggestions on how to improve my results, I very much appreciate them. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. I will be posting the solution on Blue Sky under the SudokuStore stream or note, and we will get see where things go.